Hey everyone, welcome to Blooming Change. This is rebloom.news' weekly interview series where we interview people who we believe are making a positive impact in the world of sustainability. Just as a reminder, rebloom.news is a weekly newsletter that offers advice, inspiration, and actionable items to live more consciously with the planet, and you can subscribe below. So today we're talking with Jim all about the software CLO. He's a 3D designer and teacher for CLO, which allows designers to visualize anything that can be designed with fabric. So Jim, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do?
Hi, Meredith. Sure. I have been working in and around the fashion and home industry for the better part of 30 years. I work with a team of designers for CLO, and what we do is that we teach enterprise and academic users how to use CLO.
Gotcha. So for people that have never heard of CLO and maybe are just now for the first time seeing some rendering images that I'll be posting and everything, how would you describe it to people? What applications do you use it for?
CLO itself is a virtual garment simulation application. That being said, the uses for it are outside the fabric and fashion industries. When I first started working at CLO, what I wanted to do was challenge myself to see if I could find something that I could not do in CLO. Since I've done handbags and I've scarves, shoes, gloves, I've even done some hard objects. So although it's about fabric simulation, the uses are really endless.
That's so cool. So you could use it for so many different industry types too. And so for those who are familiar with the design process, so I've worked in the design industry and seen the struggle of how designers, they come up with a great concept for, say, a t-shirt. They have to then send their specs off to usually another country to get samples made and wait for this return to happen. So using CLO software in the design studio or for design students, how does it reduce waste in the design process and then positively impact the environment?
This is one of the things that I find amazing. I never thought I would be able to be connected with the sustainability aspect of fashion. And I'm sure you know how bad fashion is for the environment. The beauty of CLO is that it eliminates the back and forth of the sample process. Whereas in fashion, you might send patterns and a cutter's must overseas and have a sample made, and it comes back to you and it goes back and forth and back and forth. There's a lot of samples made and waste in terms of the fabric. CLO can eliminate all that. The fabrics and the draping properties in CLO are incredibly accurate, and it could save not only a lot of time, but an immense amount of waste in terms of materials and shipping costs, sending these things back and forth.
Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like so many designers are missing that link. And it's
Absolutely.
and it's also the thing with so many businesses, have this viewpoint sometimes that sustainability is more expensive, where in this case, it could actually be way more cost effective since they're not
Absolutely.
everything around the world.
Absolutely. I mean, a normal, design process for a single garment can be weeks or months. And in CLO, you could go from a 2D pattern to a virtual 3D sample in a matter of hours.
Wow, that is so innovative, so fast. That is great. I'm
Yeah,
sure designers are loving that.
There's a lot of wow when we show how to do this. And all the fabrics, that even the ones that are included in CLO, are based on real world fabrics. So they drape and hang exactly as would be the fabrics that you would get in fabric stores.
Wow, that's amazing. I love looking at renderings that people do on Instagram, and the ones that you sent me are amazing. And it looks so realistic, especially when you have those motion graphics happening where you can see the way that they move on the human. It's so interesting to look at. So when you integrate CLO into schools or a design studio or anything that you're teaching other people, how has the overall response been to this technology? Are people ready to jump on it, or is there a little bit of hesitancy?
The students are excited. They're very conscious about the state sustainability aspect. The fashion industry as a whole, as I'm sure you're aware of, can be a little resistant to technology at times. And this goes back to when I started teaching at Parsons Fashion 17 years ago. Just the idea of drawing flats in Adobe Illustrator, there was some hesitancy. But once there's understanding that this tool is just a way to improve your design process, then people begin to take it under their wing and understand how important it can be.
Gotcha. And then how much of a learning curve is there? How long does it take for people to learn it?
There's a pretty steep learning curve because not only is it 3D, and I've always thought that adding that third dimension into any type of design can be a little daunting. We like to say to master, to be proficient in CLO, you would have to work for a pretty good 3 months to be able to be comfortable and make immediate decisions and create things in CLO.
So this could also be a really great job opportunity for people who want to enter the design industry if you have this knowledge.
Absolutely. It's truly the next step in technology in designing.
Wow. That's amazing. So say a designer's watching this, maybe a younger designer, or someone that's been in the fashion realm for a while. If they wanted to start using CLO, how would they start to integrate it in their process?
CLO itself is very easy to get. An individual user can download a 30-day free trial directly from our website. Any business or academic institution can contact us through that same website, and we will reach out to you almost immediately. And we have an amazing YouTube beginner's guide to CLO that's there for everybody with resources that you can download and teach yourself. And these videos are done by my colleagues, and they're absolutely amazing. And we use them to help teach our clients as well.
Wow, that's amazing. So it's easy. It's easy for you if you're watching this to start and get going on that. So Jim, thanks very much for talking to us about CLO, and I can't wait to share you on the platform.
It's my pleasure, and we look forward to having new Clovers out there.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.